Hey guys, and welcome back. Today is a very exciting video. It's going to be a review and lip swatch video on the new L'Oreal Signature Rouge matte lipsticks. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. I have about 6 shades to share with you. I tried to get a good range of shades like across the board because I obviously didn't want to buy them all, but I also wanted to get a good variety. This is going to be similar to all of my other lip swatch videos where I will swatch these products on the back of my hand as well as on my lips. I think I want to start with swatches. I feel like that's what people want to see more. So I want to start with the swatches and then at the very end, give you guys a review. Anyway, that is all I have to say. So let's just go ahead and start with the swatches. So this first one that I'm trying on, I think it's one of the lightest shades. It's 418 I Empower. It's kind of like a peachy nude shade. I don't think it looks the best on my skin tone. I wish I had picked one of the other nude shades. I think this one doesn't look the greatest on me. It just doesn't really work with the undertones of my skin, but I do like it. It's not streaky or crumbly like some nude liquid lipsticks can be. I don't actually know if these are even liquid lipsticks. They're kind of like blotted lipsticks, I guess. I think if this looks good with your skin tone, you would probably like it. Just with me, I don't think it really looks that great on my complexion. I still gotta wear it, and I think maybe if I topped it with the gloss in like the springtime or the summertime, this would look a lot better. This next one is definitely one of my favorites, 428 I Explore, and this shade is right up my alley. I always love shades like this. It's kind of a mixture of terracotta and rosy nude. I've been wearing this one a ton. I've been wearing it to work a ton. I really like the way it looks. There's no streakiness or patchiness. It's definitely one of my favorite shades from the 6 that I got. This next one is in the shade 430 I Stand. I love this shade. It reminds me a lot of the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Milk and Cookies. It's kind of got that same grayish brown undertone to it. I've been wearing this one and I Explore the most. Like, those are the 2 that I wear the most often. Again, not streaky, not patchy. It just sits really well on the lips, and I've been loving this shade. Probably my second favorite after I Explore. And this is like our first bright color. This is 422 I Don't. This is more of a orangey red. It would be so beautiful in the summertime. I can just imagine it with like super bronzy and glowy skin. I don't see myself wearing this one that often. I don't wear red lipstick a lot. It's just not something that I wear very often. I stick to mostly neutral colors, but I do really like this one. Again, there's no streakiness, there's no patchiness. It looks beautiful on the lips. It is a really pretty red. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun in the spring and summertime for sure. This next one is the shade 424 I Represent. I love bright hot pinks, but I rarely wear them. I used to wear them all the time, but I feel like as I've gotten older, I've just stopped wearing such bold and bright lipsticks, but I do love this shade. It doesn't have too much of a blue undertone or too much of like an orangey undertone. It's just the perfect shade of pink. I really, really like it. It kind of looks similar to I Don't on camera. Also, this only took 1 layer. Did not have to go over anything or layer it up at all. Maybe this will make me wear pinks again more often in the spring and summer months. This last one is 432 I Dare. It's definitely daring. It's very dark. It's kind of like a brown, but it has a purple undertone to it. I'd say it's more of a very, very deep brownie plum. This one is a little bit more challenging to work with. It's a little streakier. It takes some layering up. I did apply the I Represent shade right before it, and this shade really, really stained my lips. So I did have to kind of go with 2 coats to cover up the pink. And I still feel like the pink is showing through. Also, my lip swatch sucks. Went way over my lip line with this accidentally. The formula isn't quite as opaque as the other shades, but I do like the color. I just think it's a little bit more challenging to work with than some of the other shades I showed you. So moving on to the review, I'm just keeping that dark shade on my lips because it was the last one I lip swatched. So excuse the terrible application. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't think these are meant to be a true liquid lipstick. I think they're more meant to be a blotted lipstick. They're very, very thin in formulation and very liquidy. These are probably the most watery lipsticks I've ever applied. It's kind of hard to get used to, especially if you're used to very thick liquid lipsticks. These are so thin. They really do feel like water. The thinness makes these lipsticks feel like nothing on your lips. You honestly can't feel them at all. I wouldn't even know I was wearing anything on my lips right now because they're just so thin, and then they dry down and you just don't notice them on your lips. At least the ones I've tried, they're pretty opaque and pigmented. Like I mentioned, the darkest shade in I Dare was the hardest one to apply. It's a little bit streakier and I had to kind of layer it up a bit. But the other ones, I thought across the board, there was no streakiness. Even from like the nudist shade to the hot pink, there was no patchiness or streakiness. It's fairly easy to get a even application. So I have no problems with the pigmentation of these. I like the way they feel on my lips. My issue with these lipsticks are the staying power and the fact that I feel like these are drying out my lips. The staying power on these lipsticks is not the longest. They don't become completely transfer proof. Like if I kiss the back of my hand, you'll notice that they definitely transfer, but they do transfer less throughout the day the longer you wear them. The staying power just isn't that great. They don't really last through a meal. The positive to the staying power is that they don't crumble off my lips, they don't crack, and they don't fade weird. They just fade very naturally. I just wish they were a little bit longer wearing because I don't like reapplying my lipstick throughout the day. I never do, actually. I always bring a lipstick with just in case, but I never reapply it. The other thing that I don't like about them that much is the fact that my lips get super dry by the end of the day when I wear these liquid lipsticks. I don't know, it could be that this week, I've been testing them for like the whole week, and it could be that it's just been very cold here and my lips are just at that breaking point, which they usually get to in winter. I have to start putting Aquaphor like all over them every night because they just get very dry and they really hurt. So it could be just at that breaking point anyway in the year. Probably in the summer, these would be a great formula because of that blotted look, the thinness of them. They don't feel thick or anything like that on your lips. Just for the winter months when my lips are cracking, I think this formula is contributing to making my lips feel extra dry and painful. But that's really the only two things that I didn't like about these, like the staying power and the dryness. I am really in love with the way these feel on my lips. I actually cannot feel them, and it's such a cool feeling. I've never experienced that before. It feels so nice. You really cannot tell that you're wearing a liquid lipstick. I feel like I have not done a lip review in a long time, so I hope I'm not missing any important points. If you guys have any questions, please let me know down below. But that pretty much wraps up this video. These have not replaced my favorite L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte liquid lipsticks. Those are hands down my favorite liquid lipstick formula of all time. They just meet all of my requirements. Let me know if you've tried these and what you think of them if you have. I am going to go and take my laundry out of the dryer. A word of advice, do not buy a place that does not have in-suite laundry unless that doesn't bother you. I didn't think that would bother me, but not having an in-suite laundry is killing me. I hate doing my laundry. But anyways, I gotta go run and do that. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you would like to see more videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!